few months back, we showed you Renegade Performance's custom upper grille fitting your 2015 through 2017 Mustang. This is a direct replacement for the factory upper grille and features wide openings here, which will go to your factory filter, but also adds the unique white LED rings. This is a new version now that's available that keeps the white, but adds an additional option. The original Renegade grille was very popular as the white LEDs added a really nice custom touch to your car. Well, the new version now gives you a 2-wire option. You can wire it up in white just like the original, or if you wire the secondary wire, you can choose the original white, or you have a full complement of RGB colors. The grille includes a wireless remote control, so you can adjust everything from behind the driver's seat or from outside the car. I should mention any color other than white is not going to be street legal, so make sure you use this only for show. When you go to the multiple colors though, you can speed it up and slow it down. Go back to the solid colors, you can actually choose all kinds of custom colors. You can even control the brightness. You can dim it down if you want to. And brighten right back up. Now if you are controlling this from your car, the nice thing about this is when you first turn it on, it's gonna turn on white. Doesn't matter what color you leave it on, green, blue, when you turn it off and turn it back on again, it always defaults to white. So again, if you're driving around with this, hit the on button, it'll be white until you change it. Since we've already done an installation on the other style grille, we're going to show you some footage now how to do it. Like I said, the install is exactly the same. The only difference with this grille is you have 2-wire options. You have a yellow wire, which is white only all the time, or a blue wire, which gives you the RGB option. For this installation with a lift or a jack and jack stands or ramps, 1/4-inch ratchet, 5.5mm socket, 7mm socket, 8mm socket, flathead screwdriver, and a small flathead screwdriver. To install our upper grille, we're gonna have to remove the bumper cover, which isn't actually as bad as it sounds. The first thing we're gonna do is remove this plastic radiator cover by removing all the little push pins. With the cover off, now you can see the 6 large screws. We're going to remove those next. And the last step up here, underneath this weather strip, 2 more small screws. All right, now we're moving down to the wheel well. We have to pull back the splash shield itself so we can separate the bumper from the fender. Again, we have some more of these little push pin clips. There's one more clip underneath here. It'll make it easier to remove the splash shield. And now we can pull the splash shield out. And pull it back enough so reach the bolt, which is right here. Okay, then repeat the process on the other side. We'll move underneath. All right, underneath the car, we're gonna remove these 4 splash shield screws here. Okay, after the 4 screws in the back, there's 2 more up front. And remove the 4 clips. Okay, so we're ready to remove the bumper. An extra set of hands will definitely come in handy here, but this part tends to break on these cars. So you want to kind of get your hand behind it and sort of shimmy it out. It'll pop off. Okay, if the side's off, you can lift up the center section here, get it off the studs. And then the wiring harness will be over on the driver's side. Okay, start with the driver's side, then I'll plug mine. remove it from the car. All right, so we have the bumper up on a table. Put something down to protect it because it's going to go face down at some point. But the easiest way to get these clips off is with two people. What you want to do is have one person push on the outside while you remove the clips on the inside. So we get these clips off. If you can see the blue, this is part of the body. The clip comes up over the edge of the grill and then is held in place by this back piece. What you kind of have to do is sort of push it away while pushing the grill. So that's why it's nice to have an extra set of hands to do this. Always start on the ends, usually right in here. Once you get a couple of them going, it will get a little bit easier, but take your time because you can actually pull this right off the body if you're not careful. Okay, we got that one. Let's go down here in the corner. And you'll hear it kind of make a little pop when they come off. No, it's not for sale. Okay, now with the grill face down, we're gonna take our new Renegade grill and line it up with all the factory tabs. What you wanna do though is make sure it is seated on all of them before you start pressing down. It is easy to have a couple on the inside or outside. Okay, then you wanna press down, kind of hold underneath and sort of push. It is a tight fit, but you will hear them clip in once you get it tight. All right, now put the support back in. Our new grill comes with the factory clips. Okay, we wired up everything quickly just with the battery so you can see how everything works, plus the test lights before we put the bumper back together. Here you can see with the DRLs on, and then here's the fog lights. This is the wiring harness that's included with the grill. Now you've got these connections here. These are for your DRLs, and that's gonna be for your fog lights. And you're gonna have a blue wire and a ground. These are gonna be for the DRL hookup. The blue is gonna wire into your factory headlight wiring to trigger the DRLs. Then you have two power leads, which will go to either switched or constant power. I suggest switched. And then you have a ground. Once you have power hooked up, this is how you turn the fog lights on. Now the reason I recommend putting these on a switched power lead, if you put them on constant, this actually lights up red when it's off and green when it's on. It's gonna be lit up all the time. That way, if you put it on switched, your fog lights will only turn on when the car's running. We're gonna take both of our grounds, use this factory ground located right here. Now we're gonna disconnect the headlight and tap in the blue DRL wire. The kit includes these wire taps, and the wire we're gonna be tapping, this is gray with the purple tracer. Now again, if you would like to solder, I highly recommend you do so, but these are included. Now to make sure that's locked tightly on there, then we're gonna put a terminal on the other end. Put the terminal on the blue wire that's included in the harness. Connect the positive wire to our plug here. And the last two connections are for the switched power. Now you can actually put this one here that comes with the spade on it to one of these terminals here for constant power. This wire here, you're gonna need to go to switched. These fuses right here, these four, they're all switched power from the factory. I would suggest getting a fuse adapter and you can tap into any one of these four. Okay, now we're gonna plug everything in. Good. Okay, we'll start putting the bumper back together now. Make sure all the alignment tabs are seated properly, then reinstall the original screws. Don't forget the little screws in the corner here underneath the weather strip. All right, now the radiator cover can go back on. Now move down to the wheel wells. Okay, now we're going to carefully reinstall the screw. It goes from the fender through the bumper. Now we'll reinstall the splash shield and all the factory clips. Okay, underneath now we'll reinstall all the push pins. And then reinstall all the screws. And your installation is finished.